Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking you on an unforgettable journey through the heart of Manila, Intramuros. This historic walled city is filled with rich stories from the past, and we're not just here for the history lesson. I'm also sharing some great moments with my husband, family, and friends as we explore this beautiful place together. From ancient walls to modern memories, let's dive into the site and stories of Intramuros.
Hey! The Chiara Nugget! This is the Chiara Nugget! The Chiara Nugget! This is the Chiara Nugget!
Let's kick things off with our first stop, the magnificent Manila Cathedral. This iconic structure has witnessed centuries of history, from Spanish colonization to modern-day Manila. Let's take a closer look at its breathtaking architecture and learn more about the stories it holds. Come with me and my family as we explore this beautiful and historic landmark. The Manila Cathedral, officially known as the Minor Basilica and Metropolitan Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, is one of the most important churches in the Philippines. It serves as the premier church of the Archdiocese of Manila and has a rich history dating back to 1571 when the original structure was built. The cathedral has been rebuilt multiple times due to natural disasters like earthquakes and fires. It was destroyed and reconstructed 8 times, with the latest version completed in 1958 after being heavily damaged during World War II. The cathedral has been visited by 3 popes: Pope Paul VI in 1970, Pope John Paul II in 1981, and Pope Francis in 2015, reflecting its significance in the Catholic faith. The crypt below the main altar is the final resting place of former archbishops of Manila, making it a spiritual and historical site. And despite the many calamities that have befallen the cathedral, its continuous reconstruction symbolizes the resilience and faith of the Filipino people. The current Manila Cathedral features a Romanesque revival architectural style with grand arches, thick walls, and intricate carvings that highlight the influence of Spanish colonization.
Wow, kita mo like tayo Lamborghini. Ito na po yung Lamborghini ni Kuya.
Yung Lamborghini.
He was like,
Yeah, Lamborghini.
I got a Lamborghini.
Hello,
I was like,
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini nga.
Metal power!
Legit nga.
Legit.
Dito kayo dalawa siya lang. Yeah.
Ano solo ko dyan?
Yes, madam.
Ay, solo mo. Solo. Lamborghini.
This is number one transportation sa local resident of Intramuros.
Guys, ang sarap maging passenger princess ni Kuya talaga.
And
Ito ang pangalan niya.
JM po.
Kapadjak.
Sarap naman mag-picture dun.
So Intramuros, that mean is inside the wall.
Inside the wall?
Yes. Intramuros is 4.5 kilometers. Spanish period or Spaniard came here in 1571.
The first Manila Cathedral.
And Manila Cathedral is built in 1581.
1580.
So the structures are left first in earthquake and second rebuilt and second destroyed by earthquake. So totally damaged 5 times in earthquake and 1 times World War II.
World War II.
Yeah, 1945.
Pero Kuya, nung nasira, same pa rin yung ginawa.
Yes.
Same pa rin. Walang iba.
And one of the groups still honored the local government of Manila. All the structures did not change. One, Palacio de Sana. That is the Chinese residential house. Palacio de Sana. And another building to the left, that is the Chinese Museum. So one of the oldest Chinatown in the world here inside Intramuros.
Oh, thank you.
Wow!
There you go.
Thank you.
Hey!
Kalachuchi!
Hey, Kalachuchi!
That's the national flower of Zimbabwe.
And unfortunately, we're stepping on the mass grave of those 100,000
For real?
bodies. Yes,
How many bodies, Kuya?
100,000. We call that the Manila Massacre. That was including Paco, Ermita, and Intramuros.
Oh my.
So here, come on.
Grabe pala talaga, no? Right. Ang history dito.
Yeah, this is 100 years after the war.
What
You know what's inside?
What is inside?
Me neither, I don't know.
So it will be
Only the
open
committee
after
knows,
100
yeah.
years.
20 years.
Yeah, so the committee will know what they place inside. But after the war, all of this structure inside this area, actually inside Intramuros, totally vanished, everything. Except for one structure, that's the Agustin Church. And that would be our next destination. That's why after the war, Intramuros declared to be the second most devastated place in the world. It was next to Warsaw in Poland.
To Warsaw, Poland, right? Because of the Holocaust.
Yeah, because of the so same story, we have the Holocaust here. So the method used by the Japanese by killing Filipinos are using by the bayonet. Because by that time they reserved their bullets for the Americans.
That was gonna come.
Yes, that's why also on Ingpan, there's a competition for the Japanese. They will hold it on feet and then they throw it in the sky. Then they will catch it with the bayonet. Once the bayonet hit the vital organs, it means for them that they're a great soldier.
Oh, that's sad. Oh yeah.
Yes, unfortunately.
That's so sad. Well, I hope I'm alive on 2045 so I know what's in the time capsule.
So there's some speculation that they put some documents inside. But that's only speculation. I really don't know what's even inside. Yeah, but
This memorial honors the brave Filipinos who fought for freedom and left a significant mark in our history. De Guzman's work captures the spirit of sacrifice and patriotism, making it a must-see stop here in Intramuros.
Yours like this. Palacio Grande po tawag din sa Spanish.
Grabe, ang ganda, no?
So, ito pa ako, pinakaganda dyan. I-restore po itong area. So the next station po is one of the oldest church in Manila. So Visita Iglesia. Remember, Intramuros totally have 7 churches. The first one, San Agustin.
San Agustin.
Yes. For the heritage site UNESCO in 1970.
Grabe na parang lumang-luma dito. No? Parang napapalik sa dati. Yung mga bahay. Di ba?
And city colonial house. They call this Casa Manila.
Casa Manila.
Yes. And the one of the oldest church, San Agustin.
San Agustin.
Our next destination is the oldest stone church in the Philippines, San Agustin Church, built in 1607. This UNESCO World Heritage Site has stood strong through centuries of history, surviving earthquakes and wars. The stunning Baroque architecture and beautiful interiors make this church a true masterpiece. Let's head inside and explore the rich history and breathtaking beauty of San Agustin Church.
Right now we're here at the San Agustin Church. The original name is Saint Paul.
Saint Paul originally.
But they honored the street and the first missionaries who arrived in the Philippines, which is the Agustin.
Yeah.
And this is the only structure left after the war. That's why it was declared as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1993.
Oh yeah, this is great. Well, the history is bad, but it's good that we preserve the history.
So as you can see, the style of the church, that is came from the European, it is called the Baroque style.
What is that?
Baroque style, so it's more like a church and then with a 2 tower, but unfortunately the other tower collapsed in the earthquake. But unlike in Europe, the Baroque styles, the churches are taller.
Yeah.
But here they make it shorter because they know that the Philippines are located inside the Pacific Ring of Fire, so more earthquakes are. This is an earthquake prone area.
Okay.
Okay, we go inside.
They take up a month.
If you go inside and you take a look at the ceiling, on the first look, you will think that it was made out of carved. But no, it's made out of painting. Handmade painting. It's more like a 3D animation.
Guys, ang galing ni Kuya mag-English.
Oh yeah, you good English.
It's very good, yeah.
Inside the church, it boasts a stunning vaulted ceiling adorned with illusionist paintings by Italian artists Giovanni di Bella and Cesare Alberoni, making it look like it has intricate stone carvings. This church has also witnessed many important events in the Philippine history, including the signing of the Treaty of Paris in 1898, which ended the Spanish-American War and ceded the Philippines to the United States.
There's a tomb,
Okay.
the tomb of the one who founded Manila. His name is Miguel Lopez.
Miguel Lopez, yeah.
But unfortunately, we cannot access that.
His tomb is there?
Yeah. You can only access that tomb if you want to visit the museum of the San Agustin.
San Agustin also serves as the final resting place for many prominent figures in Philippine history, including Spanish conquistador Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, the founder of Manila. And originally, the church had 2 bell towers, but only one remains after an earthquake destroyed the other in the 19th century.
Economy and also in the religion. You have the privilege to have.
Your family has one in Miami. The church's unique design with massive buttresses and thick walls helped it withstand major earthquakes, unlike other churches in Manila. It's the only structure in Intramuros that survived the Battle of Manila in World War II.
The movie, I guess that's in Cabanatuan.
Doon nila inano.
Cabanatuan. Kasi dito, medyo pag nagano kayo ng palabas dito, medyo mahal tayo.
Oh yeah? So if you like shoot something here, it's expensive for movies. So for Bamboo, that's actually somewhere else. Now, let's step back in time with a visit to Casa Manila. This beautiful colonial house museum showcases what life was like during the Spanish colonial era in the Philippines. From the elegant furniture to the intricate design, Casa Manila gives us a glimpse of how wealthy Filipinos, known as ilustrados, lived during the 19th century. Let's explore its charming rooms and get a feel for the opulence of that time.
Royal family from Spain are access to it.
Casa Manila is a three-story building designed in the Bahay na Bato or stone house architectural style, which features stones on the lower floor and wooden panels on the upper floors. The museum also showcases the luxurious lifestyle of wealthy Filipinos. Inside, you'll find vintage furniture, ornate chandeliers, and opulent decor typical of upper-class homes from that era. This place also has a beautiful cobblestone courtyard that reflects the traditional Spanish architecture of that time. This was built in the 1980s by Imelda Marcos as part of the preservation efforts in Intramuros.
Is this a whale?
Yes, it is a vision well. I guarantee you after this tour.
Ang galing mo mag-video, be!
Restaurant.
Natin yung mga artista po.
Tignan natin guys. May
shooting.
nag-shooting dito guys.
Bali po ng bidding na yan, sir, si Eduardo Cuanco Jr. Bali po nabili niya yung bidding na yan after ng Second World War II. Pinangalan na po sa kanya yung bidding na ECJ. ECJ. Junior. Another one, entrance gate of Manila. They call this Puerta de Santa Lucia. That's also entrance gate of dealer during the Spanish period in Manila. Diyan po nadadaan yung mga dealer na galing ng Mexico, Spain, Madrid, sa entrance gate na yun. They call this Puerta de Santa Lucia. Another one, small rooms. That is cartel.
Kartel?
Yes,
Kulungan?
cartels, kulungan.
Kulungan yan ng tao?
Apo.
Naulo mo, be? Oo. My best friend here is a Filipino major.
Dapat perfect yan.
He's a Filipino teacher. Naulo mo, be? Baka joke lang.
Sino yung presidente nating hindi Pilipino?
Di mo alam?
Ikaw, wala
Si
lang mo.
Manuel Quezon.
Hindi.
Sino?
Ikaw, wala lang mo. Dalawa yun.
Quezon. Pero tama ko.
Isang minuto para sa'yo!
Mali ka.
Manuel Quezon kasi Manuel Quezon became the president under the American regime.
Dalawang presidente nating Pilipino.
Tsaka si Emilio Aguinaldo.
Alam mo sino? Si Gloria Santori. Hindi mo bakit?
Bakit? Pilipina yan eh! Ay! Pilipina!
Emilio Aguinaldo, kamali lang to, 1898 yan So,
1898.
Philippine independence, Philippine declared independence, 1898. But the Spanish don't consider it as independent. Instead, were sold to the Americans for $20 million. And they appointed Manuel L. Quezon.
And
We
he
were
is the
sold.
first president.
Yes. So that's why first president of the Commonwealth, it means under the
US.
USA. And then this was president of the Second Republic under the Japanese.
Sepilo. LPU.
So here in the Philippines, you only have 15 people. But there's one guy who's in for 21 years.
You by martial law?
Yeah!
I knew it. This one, Sergio Osmeña, Manuel Rojas, Elpidio Crino, wait. This is what I want to make. I'm not sure. Wala si Marcos, 21 years. And his son is the president now, di ba?
The current president was
Yeah. And the first female president of the Philippines.
the first female and the first president that didn't win an election.
Oh, she didn't win?
She didn't win. He proclaimed himself as president because by that time, Marcos go to Hawaii to avoid any conflict.
Oh, so she
And,
self-proclaimed.
and then immediately, she proclaimed himself as a president because he had the,
Right?
in the judiciary in the Philippines.
Oh, what the
Killed more than 7,000 people.
drugs, di ba?
Drug-related cases. And he is the one who have the agreement with China in the West Philippines. The gentleman's agreement with CG.
Against
So that's why they're trying to take West Philippine Sea because of him. Di ba, kuya? That's why they're trying to take West Philippine Sea.
Yes, because of this guy.
Oh my God, Duterte. Galing ni kuya.
Because this,
Magaling siya, tama lahat.
because this guy, she pull out all the
Oh
American
my God,
forces.
look, they say over there, pangit. Look,
Means ugly.
means ugly. Look,
In Baluarte de San Diego.
ay wow.
So the Baluarte San Diego used to be
Malaki dito,
used to be the watchtower of Manila.
Kala ko doon lang tayo iikot sa may simbahan. Ganun.
Parang kasi
Ayan o.
Hey, hey, yo, 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 yo.
Man, other building beside, one of the first to be that military academy po. Noong 1901 po. So always destroyed by World War II. So Philippine Military Academy moved in the other side of Manila from northeast Baguio City. Nailipat po doon kasi mas maganda po yung klima.
Oo nga.
Init at lamig. Sa Manila, puro init lang.
Cartel de Santa Lucia pala.
Yes. Intramuros is 4.5 kilometers.
Grabe.
So, umuligit ko lang siya ng 64 hectare pectagon.
Grabe kuya. No?
So, after the combat of Japanese,
Bumili mo sila ng mga sariling butat ko sa loob ng Intramuros. So,
Malaman yung ano ko, ayaw magmatalo sa exponent.
Nagdebate na sila, guys.
Ano to kuya?
Light and Sound Museum.
Okay.
One of the destination of student, young student, and we study for story
History?
of Dr. Jose Rizal. So ayan po yung pinaka-expensive na museum dito po nag-operate sila. Kasi lahat, nasa loob po ng museum na yan is yung gawa nilang wax.
Wax?
Yung museum gawa sa wax.
Guys, grabe. I'm so amazed right now.
The next spot, Baluarte, San Diego. One of the watchtower.
Yung ice cream, kuya? Yung ice cream, be?
So ano po ako dyan sa ice cream?
Asawa na pa.
araw-araw na yung
Maraming
Next up, we're visiting Baluarte de San Diego, one of the oldest and most important fortifications in Intramuros. Originally built in the late 16th century, this structure has witnessed centuries of histories, from defending Manila during Spanish times to being heavily damaged in World War II. Let's take a walk through these ancient walls, learn about its strategic role, and enjoy the beautiful gardens that now surround it.
This is the main defense of the Spanish before.
How?
Because of the British. The British have the greatest naval forces during that time. That's why they built a watchtower from this side. Because outside of that wall, right now, it is a golf course, but originally it is a moat.
A what?
Moat.
Moat?
Yeah,
Ano yun?
parang putik.
Ah! Biyong ganda, be.
But it was destroyed during
The fort played a crucial role in protecting the walled city of Intramuros from invaders, as it was strategically located along the coastline to defend against naval attacks.
Oh.
Ayaw pang bata pala.
Turk.
Also this one, then this one.
Hey.
Ayan lang, kanan, kaliwa, lakad. Parang binubuhat mo kasi yan.
Galing ha.
Ito ba? Baba mo muna yung ulo. Yeah, in the bag it's very small when you put it in a bag. You can choose the color.
Kuya.
That's my life for 43 years.
Oh.
Yeah. If you, last Friday I was in the TV, unang hirit.
You?
Yeah. Wow. They invite me because I have viral in the YouTube. Everybody who buy this, making video, they put it in YouTube.
Maybe Christian would like it.
Enjoy talaga ni Negro.
Maliit lang daw siya sa bag, teka siya sa bag.
Oo.
Ang galing.
Maybe you gotta try it.
Quack. Now when you do the twerk, you move the other back.
Work.
Just like that. Ba't tayo mag-twerk sa akin? So, baliktad mo. Yan, move it.
Gotta walk with it.
Yeah. Laro ka ba? 400, 800, 1, 2 yung malaki. This because I need 6 hours to finish.
Hindi kayo mapapasag to sa maliit.
Mababasag, walang mababasag dyan. So, nothing to...
Now, we've made it to one of the most iconic landmarks in Intramuros, Fort Santiago. This historic fortress played a key role in the defense of Manila during the Spanish colonial period and has a deep connection to the life of our national hero, Jose Rizal. As we explore its sturdy walls and beautiful surroundings, we'll uncover the rich history behind Fort Santiago and the important events that took place here.
Pwede sa bulletin. That was on the 1890.
1890. It's so recent.
After the Declaration of Independence.
As we continue through Fort Santiago, we come to a place filled with heavy history, the dungeons or prison cells where countless Filipinos were imprisoned, tortured, and many of them perished. These dark chambers were used by the Spanish colonial government as well as the Japanese during World War II to detain and execute Filipino revolutionaries and prisoners of war. It's a sobering reminder of the sacrifices made for our freedom. Let's take a moment to reflect on the lives lost in these walls. These dungeons became a symbol of oppression, where many Filipinos were tortured for their defiance against Spanish rule. One of the most notable prisoners was Dr. Jose Rizal, the national hero, who was held in a cell before his execution on December 30th, 1896. His final footsteps from his cell to his execution sites are commemorated within the fort. Fort Santiago also took on an even darker role during the Japanese occupation in World War II. The dungeons were used by the Japanese military to imprison Filipino guerrillas and suspected spies. Many were tortured and executed within these walls. The cramped and airless conditions of the dungeons made survival impossible for many, and the remains of over 600 Filipinos were discovered here after the war, a stark reminder of the brutality they faced. These dungeons were notorious for their inhumane conditions. Prisoners were often crammed into small, windowless cells with no access to food, water, or ventilation. Some cells would flood during high tide, drowning those imprisoned within. Executions were often carried out by firing squad or hanging, and many of these prisoners were never given a proper burial. In the final days of World War II, the Japanese forces, anticipating their defeat, executed many of their prisoners they held in Fort Santiago. These prisoners included Filipino resistance fighters, civilians, and American soldiers. The exact number of those who died remains unclear, but it's estimated that hundreds of lives were lost during this tragic period. During World War II, Fort Santiago was not only used for imprisoning soldiers, but also Filipino guerrilla fighters who played a significant role in resisting Japanese occupation. These brave individuals carried out covert operations, sabotaging Japanese supply lines and gathering intelligence. Unfortunately, many guerrilla fighters were captured by Japanese forces and brought to Fort Santiago. They were tortured for information, often without success. These fighters, many of them ordinary citizens who took up arms for their country, were executed in the dungeons. Their stories remain a powerful testament to the courage of Filipinos who resisted the occupation and fought for freedom despite overwhelming odds.
So this is the actual photo taken after the war. As you can see, this is the Intramuros. Everybody is destroyed. Except for the San Agustin Church. Oh. Because it used to be a hospital by that time, during that time. This is by the American Asylum.
Yeah, American have they been take out and freedom fire. As we bring our journey through the walls of Intramuros to a close, it's impossible not to feel the weight of history that echoes through these streets and structures. From the grandeur of Manila Cathedral to the solemn dungeons of Fort Santiago. We've walked in the footsteps of heroes, dreamers, and survivors. Intramuros isn't just a place. It's a testament to the resilience, sacrifice, and spirit of the Filipino people. It's where stories of triumph and tragedy intertwine, reminding us of our roots and the legacy we carry forward. These moments, shared with loved ones in the shadow of history, leave us with a deeper connection to the past and a renewed sense of gratitude for the present. Until the next chapter of our journey, let the stories of Intramuros continue to inspire.